One of the greatest men I ever got to know was my grandfather of blessed memory, my Zaidi Itzik. Zichron Libracha was a great, loving person. And I'm not going to talk a lot about him, but I want to tell you about his parents' house. They lived in Mosesville, a small village in the middle of the farm, known as the Jerusalem of Argentina. In that village, found in 1889, with plenty of Jewish cowboys, there were 5 synagogues. But it's not what I want to tell you about. I want to tell you about my great-grandparents' house. It was a big old house with a piano, with pictures of my great-grandparents on the walls. It had a huge backyard. There was a horse all the way in the back, and they had chickens. They were Jewish cowboys. But in the back of the house, close to the house, who can guess what was there? Anybody would like to guess? Say it aloud, I cannot hear you. A well, correct. Who said a well? Very good. You get 2 chocolate coins for Hanukkah. So that was, what's your name? Howard. Okay, that is correct. Next to my great-grandparents' house, there was a well. And I can see myself being 8 or 9 years old, playing with my cousins, asking my Zaidi to take water from the well. Dozens of times the chain bucket will go up and down all the time, and we were so happy, taking out water out of the well. At some point, I started to think, and I remember perfectly well when I asked my Zaidi, how does the well get filled? Anybody would like to answer, to guess his answer? Well, I'm going to tell you. His answer was, wait, and you will see. So 3 hours later, around 5 p.m., the skies turned completely gray, and there was a big storm. My Zaidi waited a couple of minutes until the gutters were cleaned, and then he connected the gutters of the roofs to the well. That was the secret. That was the way the well got filled. Of course, the well became less mysterious for me because now I knew that secret. But on the other hand, I had new information which I could use at any time. For example, today. So today's parsha presents us with the following verse. In Genesis 26:18, it's written, "And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father. For the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham, and he called their names after the names by which his father had called them." So Isaac is redigging or digging again the same wells that Abraham digged in the past. And to be honest, there are not many stories in the Torah about Isaac that have his initiative. Isaac is not a person with a lot of initiatives in his life. In today's words, I don't see Isaac building a startup. He will follow his dad in the Akedah. He will have a shidduch, as we read last week. So not many initiatives. But here, for the first time, he brings to our attention the importance of the wells. He is doing or redoing something his father Abraham did. He is digging again the same wells. And wells were essentials for their lives. Wells are mentioned several times in the Torah. And this week, while I was preparing this Dvar Torah, I had a little bit of a time, so here's a trivia for you. I wanted to check some numbers. So does anybody know or would like to guess how many times the word well, be'er, in Hebrew is mentioned just in Genesis? So remember, there is Be'er Sheba, there are stories about a place called Be'er Lahai Roi. Any guesses how many times? Who said 63? Donna. Very nice. With these two numbers, you can get the number. Okay. I just said with these two numbers, it's or 63 or? Very good. There we go. Okay. 36 times we get the wells, okay? 36. And 36 is not just a number. For the Judaism, 36 is an important number because it is 2 times high, yes? But what else is 36 in our tradition? Lamed Vav Tzadikim. What's your name? Ruth. Very good. Thank you very much, Ruth. You get the other 2 coins of the package of 4 chocolate coins. So there's a belief that 36 tzaddikim, 36 righteous people sustain the world. Without them, the world would not function. We can find that in the Talmud at least 2 times, one in Masechet Sukkah and another one in Masechet Sanhedrin. And this is, I'm going to read the quotes. The world never has less than 36 righteous people who receive the divine presence every day. For it says, happy are they that wait for him. And for him, in Hebrew we say, lo. Mehakim, lo. And lo, lamed vav, is the numerical number of 36. So there's in the world 36 tzaddikim. And 36 times the word well is mentioned in the Genesis. So let's think for a moment, just for a moment, what things are in common that the wells and the righteous may have. What common things wells and righteous people may have? So I imagine, yes, we'd like to say, what's your name? Karen, yes. They're both connected to God. Wow, that's powerful. Thank you. Well, I think that the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of wells and tzaddikim is that the well and the righteous are all the time giving, being helpful to others, being there when they are needed. As the well can provide water at any time, the tzaddik, the righteous person, can bring compassion, support, and comfort. As wells provide something material that is essential, the tzaddik also provides something spiritual that it is essential too. But also remember my this story. As the well needs to be nourished, also the tzaddik needs help and support. And I do not have the expectation that here today we have one of the 36 tzaddikim. I might be wrong, maybe, that's it. But in any case, I can think that we can become those connectors. We can be the pipe, the gutters that connect the roof with the well, the tzaddik with the olam hazeh, with this world. I am not sure we can all be tzaddikim, righteous, but we can help the tzaddikim in our ways. So let me share with you a story that I heard many, many years ago. It's about 3 rabbis. These 3 rabbis founded a new synagogue, a new congregation in an island. The synagogue very quickly became prestigious, and every Shabbat it was packed. People came from different places to attend services. They had to do renovations in their building in order to expand it because it was packed. But suddenly people stopped coming. In a very, very short time, the synagogue was empty and it became very difficult to have a minyan for Shabbat. So one of the rabbis said it was time to ask the elder of the island. So he walked to the house of the elder and told him about their problem. The elder said, I don't have a solution for your problem. I don't have the answer to your problem, but one thing I can tell you. I know that one of you 3 is the tzaddik, number 36. The rabbi came back thinking, one of us is the tzaddik, is the righteous number 36. Maybe it's Reuven, but Reuven is really selfish. He may not be the tzaddik. Maybe it's Shimon, but Shimon is arrogant. So maybe it's me, but I am very ambitious. When he arrived to the synagogue, the rabbi shared the news with his colleagues. They all started to think who could be the tzaddik number 36. They never got the answer, but they started to treat each other as if they were the tzaddik number 36. They treated each other with respect in a way that they never did before, and people came back to their synagogue. This morning, just this morning, I was walking to the synagogue and I met an elder person who told me something. She told me, Rabbi, you know what? I am sure in Bethesda, among us, lives the tzaddik number 36. It is not always about being the well, the source, but making sure the well gets enough water. It is not about identifying who is the tzaddik, but to treat each other, treat each person as he or she were the tzaddik number 36. If we manage to nourish the wells, if we manage to treat each other as the tzaddik number 36, I am sure we are going to create a better world. Shabbat Shalom umevorach.